So the other day I came across some interesting statistics. Let me share them with you. The RBA, Reserve Bank of Australia, have hiked up interest rates to 4.1%. Inflation is heading towards 5.4% by mid-2026. Real household disposable income is being squeezed, economic growth slowing down to just about 1.6%, and consumer confidence is overall down. So during these tough economic times, you're either going to be one of two people: conservative and safe, just waiting for things to get better. Let's save money, let's hold on to things. It's a bit too risky to go out and do anything. Let's just wait and slow down and see what happens. Or you're going to be the second type of person who says, okay, everybody's holding on to their chips right now. There's going to be bargains left, right, and center coming up. I'm going to take this opportunity to expand, this opportunity to grow, because I know when people are holding back, there's opportunities of a lifetime now. The question is, which side of the fence are you going to be on? Let's get into today's episode. Point number one, we have been here before. The situation we're currently in, doesn't it look like a movie that you recently watched? COVID-19, right? The pandemic. People were, what's going to happen? Where are we going? People were very concerned during COVID, especially where the economy was heading. And funny enough, I remember when COVID-19 hit, right? And they said all stadiums are closed. You're not allowed to run any classes. You know what happened then? I said to my friends, I remember I had a discussion with them. I said to them, I'm going all in on online. I started online coaching every Saturday. We did Zooming and Booming. I said, I'm going to take this opportunity right now to pivot and really increase the social media presence of our page, Little Boomers Basketball. And we went online. We did video records. We did lives every single day. And rather than me say, you know what, I'm just going to wait until restrictions open up again, I thought this is a great opportunity right now. Everybody's going to be on their phone, right? Everyone's going to be online. Let's take Little Boomers Basketball online to them. And we did, and we grew our online presence. But just understand the situation we're in right now, it's not a new movie, right? It's COVID-19 all over again. But during COVID, just understand that there was opportunities that were never available again. People are afraid. People might be selling their franchise. People might be selling their business because they want to get out of the mess. So just remember, the first point I want to make is we've been here before. Let's get into the second point. Point number two, expect opportunities of a lifetime right now. We're in a tough economy, right? The business isn't moving. People are a little bit more conscious of where their dollars are going. Some people just want to sell out. They want to sell their franchise. They want to sell their business. They don't want to weather the storm or weather the winter. They just want to get out. They've made their money. They're happy. And it's just a bit too risky right now. So there's going to be opportunities of a lifetime when it comes to buying a franchise or buying a business. You might be able to get a bargain. A franchise that might be normally 100 or 200K, you might be able to pick it up for 50 or 80K with an existing established clientele base. So the second point that I want to emphasize right now in this tough economy that we're in is expect opportunities of a lifetime. Have your eyes wide open and watch what opportunities might fall on your lap. Let's get on to the third point. Point number three, finding great talent is now 10 times more easier. What's the number one things business owners and franchise owners complain? Have a think about it. What do you think they complain about? I guarantee you, I know what it is because I complain about it, the same thing. Man, where are all the A-plus employees? I wish all my employees was like this superstar. Every single applicant that's coming in, they're all just average. They're all mediocre. I wish my workforce had more A-plus employees. That's every business owner and franchisee's dilemma, right? What you need to understand now is during a tough economy, people aren't hiring as aggressively. Companies are no longer hiring as aggressively as they would during a boom economy. What does this mean for you? This means you're going to be able to pick up good talent for cheap. Because if people are on the market looking for jobs and they're not getting many interviews, right? They're not getting many opportunities, they might settle for something cheaper. Instead of 100K, they might settle for 80K. Instead of 150K, they might settle for 100K because there isn't that many opportunities available. So if you're out there in the market right now and you're expanding your business and you're looking for A-plus talent, you might be able to pick up A-plus talent for half the price or for 3/4 of the price. So talent is going to be easier to come by. Let's get on to the next point. Hey, just quickly, if you want to see if a Little Boomers Basketball franchise is the right fit for you, book a discovery call with me and I'd love to have a chat. Point number 4, you can negotiate a franchise fee. So what you need to understand in the climate that we're in, and this is especially for me being a franchisor, less deals are being made right now in terms of franchise agreement. And that's just naturally where we're at right now. People are apprehensive. They're holding on to their money. They're waiting to see where the economy goes. There isn't that many deals being made in the franchise space as compared to last year during the boom economy. This means you, as a potential franchisee looking for a new business, you might be able to negotiate a cheaper franchise fee. Maybe the franchisor hasn't done many deals and they're willing to cut, $5, $10, $15,000 off the franchise fee. That might be a significant savings for you. I know myself, I'm not negotiating the franchise fee because I know the value that we offer, but there might be other franchise brands where you'll be able to negotiate certain terms and conditions in the franchise agreement. Maybe they can waive the setup fee. Maybe you can get cheaper equipment. Maybe they can reduce the royalty fee for you. I just know for a fact that there is less franchise deals being made because I speak to other franchise brands. So that might give you negotiation power as a franchisee. Again, opportunities of a lifetime, bargains are to be made during this tough economy. Let's get into the next point. Point number 5, tough times expose businesses who aren't delivering value to their customers. The other day I was having a chat with the franchisee and, they were saying to me, Emile, I'm a little bit concerned with, spending not being as high. Parents might, not want to do kids' basketball programs anymore. And I said to them, hey, just know this. Sports programs for parents is always going to be important. It's not a matter about are they going to cut spending, it's that they're going to be more cautious of where they're spending their money. Meaning if they're not getting value from our program, value from another sports program, they're going to cut that off their budget straight away. It's not are they going to cut it completely, it's that they're going to be more cautious spending their money. So what does that mean for us business owners? Delivering value and exceeding our customers' expectation is so important during a tough economy. Parents, families, household, they're going over their budget. All right, honey, what do we need to cut out? What don't we need? What aren't we getting value from? Where are we spending too much where we can cut off? Right? Parents, especially because I'm in that industry, if they've got 2, 3 extracurricular activities happening per week, guess what? They might not be able to afford 2 or 3 activities per week. They might have to cut it down to 1 or maybe 2. So who are they going to cut? The program where the child's having a blast, having fun and can't wait till he comes back next week, or the program where the child's excluded, there's a new coach every single week, there's no structure in the program. Of course, the latter. So it's so important right now as business owners, those that are not delivering value to their customers, they're going to get exposed real quick and their revenue is going to drop. So remember, during a tough economy, you must continue to exceed your customers' expectations. Otherwise, you'll be slashed off their weekly budget. And point number 6, an established brand is your biggest asset right now. You guys got to remember, when you're joining a franchise, it's safe to say that one of the main reasons why you're joining a franchise and not starting your own business is you want to leverage, you want to piggyback from an established brand, right? If you join Little Boomers Basketball versus your own business, we've got an established brand. If you join Jim's Mowing, rather than starting your own mowing company, you are piggybacking on an established brand. It's the main reason why people come into franchising. And right now, when consumer confidence is down, who are customers going to? Brands they trust. And if they don't trust you, they won't buy from you. And that's very important right now, because if you're building a business right now during a tough economy, it's going to take a fair amount of time to build up that trust and credibility, especially right now, seeing how it's even a tougher time. It might take even longer to build that trust and a credibility. So if you can come into a franchise brand right now that's got a good brand reputation and is trusted by the community, that's going to be a massive, massive advantage for you right now during a tough economy. I want to conclude this video by my dying wish to you. I get a lot of people on the phone when I'm taking discovery calls. They've got dreams. They're unhappy with their corporate job. They want to start something, but fear holds them back. I don't know if it's the right timing. It's a lot of money. I guarantee you, I'm going to go a little bit morbid on you. On your deathbed, you're going to have one dying wish. It's not that I wish I spent more time responding to emails. I wish I spent more time working. What you are going to say, and this is what keeps me up at night, on your deathbed is, I wish I took that opportunity. I wish I gambled the chips. I wish I went all in with that business XYZ. I wish I followed my dreams. Who cares if they failed? But just hoping that you tried, that you gave it a shot. So weigh up your options. Everybody's different. I'm not you, you're not me. Weigh up your options. And if you are in a position, don't let these tough times paralyze you. Expand. When people are retracting, expand. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoyed it, guys, drop a comment, like and subscribe for more content. God bless. I'll see you in the next video.